We will both agree that the era of motivation has passed. We are now in the era of renovation. I said this because the world is changing so fast. If you don't change with it, you'll be left behind and no amount of motivation will help you. Hello my intentional tribers. In this video, I will show you why waiting for motivation will keep you stuck in a pickup truck and ready to choke, and how you can start to renovate your life so that you can finally start building the future you truly dream of. Be honest with me for a second. How many times have you told yourself, I will start when I feel ready? How many goals have you put on pause because you are waiting for the perfect wave of motivation or the right time? Well, let me be honest with you. Motivation is a myth. What you need is renovation. And I am not just teaching this from theory. I am going to share with you my own story, the mistakes I made, and the exact steps I wish I had taken earlier. Let me tell you where this hits home for me. For the longest time, I was the queen of waiting. I watched other people build their personal brands right in front of me. I was busy analyzing, checking their content, doing the due diligence, waiting for the perfect wave of motivation and the right time to finally start mine. And while I was dumb scrolling, they were growing and I was just there standing still. I kept telling myself, oh, it's not the right time yet. I don't have anything worth sharing. I've not built my multi-billion business empire yet. So I don't have anything to come and say on the internet yet. When I'm going to launch out, I'm going to launch out big. I'm going to start great, And these are the things that we tell ourselves. And in the process, I ruled myself out before I even gave myself a chance. I allowed self-doubt, limiting beliefs, uncertainties to cage me. I never knew my value wasn't in money, asset, or what I have built or accomplished. It was right in me all along, waiting for me to unlock and unleash it. I know this is speaking to someone right now. You're thinking, oh, I don't have what it takes yet. I don't have the assets. I don't have the money. I don't have all these things to come and flaunt on the internet yet. So I don't, I'm not going to show myself yet. I'm not going to show up for myself because everybody just comes online to say, oh, how I built my 100 billion empire, how I built my 700 million empire. So all those things are scaring you off or, keeping you from sharing what you know. And you're associating your value to the things you own or to the things you've accomplished or to the things you've built. But I hope this will free you from that bondage. And I said all that to say, imagine I had started earlier without me thinking, oh, I don't have anything to share or I don't have anything to offer the world. And I just showed up regardless. Now, I'm sure I would have grown an audience around myself. I would have, a community of people that trust me, know me, and like me. But it seems like a struggle now. But the best time to still start is now. So this is me also calling you out. If you are in the loop of those that are waiting to feel ready or to, get the right motivation before they start, I hope this video shakes you out of that mentality. That's why I'm so passionate about sharing this with you today, because I don't want you to make the same mistake I made. This is the myth of motivation, and it will sting a little. Motivation is full. It's just a temporary energy based on emotions. It feels good in the moment, but it doesn't last. One day, you wake up, feel like you're on fire and ready to conquer the world. The next day, you don't even want to get out of bed. That's why motivation is unreliable. You can't build your life on something that is unstable as your mood or your feelings. Think about it. How many times have you promised yourself that you'll start something by the 1st of January, or you'll begin when you finally feel confident, or you would start when everything falls in place or aligns? And eventually you discover that it doesn't happen like that. You don't get to feel confident enough. Everything seems not to fall in place, and you keep postponing, keep pushing till when the right time comes. This, I wasn't informed as well. I was waiting to feel very confident before I showed up. I was waiting for everything to fall in place before showing up. I was, just gassing myself up, waiting for the right wave of motivation. What I didn't realize was confidence does not come while waiting. It comes in action. It comes while doing. So if you don't actually start, you will never feel confident. In fact, you will never get confidence. Another thing about motivation is it's like sugar. It gives you a quick high and leaves you crashing. So if you keep waiting for it, it means you are outsourcing your future to feelings. And feelings are fickle. And here is the harsh reality. The world does not wait for you to feel ready. It doesn't even pause a second for you to feel ready. It keeps going. It keeps moving, and people move with it. And you will be stuck in analysis mode, waiting for a green light that was never meant to come on except you turn it on. So what's the alternative of motivation? If motivation cannot help you create your dream life, what can? The answer is renovation. I'm sure you have probably never thought of renovation in the context of personal development or building or growing yourself. You've only thought of it as regards to a house or renovating a house. But you see the way you think of it as per a house, exactly the same way you are going to apply it to yourself. You tear down habits, knowledge, systems, structure, environments that no longer serve you, and start rebuilding the environment, beliefs, knowledge, systems, habits that shape you. When you renovate, you don't sit around waiting for the house to fix itself. You grab your tools, roll up your sleeves, and build layer by layer, brick by brick, step by step. And that's exactly how life transformation works. If you're serious about building your life or transforming your life, take this from a sister to another sister. Stop waiting and start rebuilding with you. So let me share with you 3 simple steps you can start with beginning from now. The first step is to audit your life, and you can do this through gap analysis. Ask yourself 2 simple but powerful questions. Where am I now? Where do I want to be? That's your gap. Until you get honest with it, you keep floating and coasting. For me, when I finally asked those questions, I realized that my gap was not in knowledge, it wasn't in resources, it was the fact that I was not just showing up to share my value. I had convinced myself that waiting would somehow prepare me. But in reality, waiting was just making me weaker and widening the gap. If you want to get a full context on this first step, watch my previous video on gap analysis. It will help you a lot. The second step is to build systems, not goals. I don't know if you've heard this popular saying that you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And renovation relies on systems. What is a system? A system is a repeatable structure that works whether you feel like it or not. Instead of waiting to feel like doing an activity, create a to-do list and follow through. Instead of waiting or hoping to have a good day, set the intention for the day, maybe a night before, or create a routine that would help you have a good day. Instead of randomly dumb scrolling on social media, schedule a break time during the day and don't exceed it. Systems save you from yourself. They make sure that even on your worst days, you are still building. I don't know if you remember a previous video I shared about me losing my sister, and I still had to show up to shoot my YouTube video because it's a routine I don't want to miss. And I already put systems in place I don't want to break. Because at the end of the day, it's your follow through that helps you create the life you truly desire. The third step is to compound small actions. Renovation isn't a one-day makeover. Have you ever seen a house that was renovated in just one day? Of course not. It's bricklaying, one intentional action today, another tomorrow. And that's the same way you renovate your life. Take one small intentional action today, another tomorrow. Consistency compounds. Before you know it, you've built a wall, then a house, then an empire. Don't despise small beginnings. Every building you see today started from the foundation. So the life you wish to have 5 years from now will not magically happen if you don't start building it one intentional action at a time today. I want you to put this at the back of your mind. Renovation is slow at first, but unstoppable in the long run. So don't let the slow start stop you from seeing it through to the end. Before I let you off, let me quickly paint 2 pictures for you. 6 months from now, you've stopped waiting, You've committed to small daily renovations. You have discovered the purpose for your life to unlock the value you carry. You have started to create an economy around it. Slowly but surely, you have started to gain clarity on your journey. And wealth is no longer a distant dream, but a reality you are creating for yourself. Now, contrast that with this other picture. 6 months from now, you're still waiting, still analyzing, still telling yourself the timing isn't right, not making any effort to discover the purpose for your life or even unlock the value you carry, and you're just there waiting for the perfect wave of motivation. Which picture do you want to be true for you? You have the choice to make now. Let me open up to you. The first picture is me now. 6 months ago, if I had not committed to daily renovations by taking one intentional step at a time, I would not be where I am today now. Some of the things I know now, I didn't know 6 months ago. And I'm blown at how a lot can happen in 6 months. And I still cannot wait for what the next 6 months hold. So this is me telling you that if you decide today to renovate the next 6 months of your life, you'll be shocked at who you will meet on the other side. You'll be shocked at how a lot can truly happen in 6 months. And you will come back to tell me that yes, truly, you were right. What I have learned thus far is the future does not belong to those who wait for motivation. It belongs to renovators. So choose a side. So here is my challenge to you. Grab a notebook, write out one area of your life that needs renovation. Just one. It doesn't have to be too many. And take one intentional step or action towards it today, not tomorrow. Today. Remember, the dream life you want will not come through waiting for inspiration or motivation. It will come through building one brick at a time. So go grab your tools and start building. If you found this video helpful, let me know the parts that hit home for you in the comment section. Share with another intentional soul, and most importantly, subscribe. And don't forget to stay intentional with your actions, and I will see you in the next video.